I'm grounded in compassion, centered in compassion, 'cause the most important person is me.
Hello and Happy New Year to all of my family here at AACML. I know that the song Grounded in Compassion, centered in compassion because the most important person is me, probably sounds surprising, especially for ministers. But if you were to take the lens to look at it, really, you are the driving force for your ministry. And if that force is depleted, if it is disrupted in any way, or even burned out, it's not functional. So, making that conscious decision to care for yourselves is not selfishness, it's actually stewardship. My name is Chief Apostle Elect Dr. Belinda Douglas. And I am, most of you know me, I am a part of the Executive Council, also an adjunct professor there at Zion International Bible College, where I teach the subject that was actually written by our dad called Threefold Principles of Excellent Things. And we'll be talking about a threefold experience today. But before that, I want to make sure that you know that I'm also the founder and the Chief Executive Officer of the ministry that was planted by Chief Apostle John and Chief Apostle Kim in 2015, over 10 years ago. In that time frame, we've been doing an impartation and an activation of this ministry. This is the first year, 2026, that manifestation has come forth. Thus, I'm here today to offer first fruits of the ministry gifting unto my friends and family here at AACML. My heart's desire for ministers and leaders is simple: to assist with our maturation in Christ threefold. If you think about the soulish realm, it is our mind, our will, and our emotions. We've been attending to and attuning to our intellect at Zion International Bible College, where we've been studying the Word, and we've been attending to our will in our relationship with Christ. But our emotion, that emotional hygiene, how are we attending and attuning to that, to our fullness in Christ? That we would be ministering from a full cup rather than from depletion. Thus, I want to partner with AACML, the Compassion Center. Neuroscience meets faith, or vice versa, where faith meets neuroscience, to truly study how we function in our physicality. As ministers, we dedicate our lives to caring for others. And this offering today is more about preserving the health and the well-being of the minister so that you can continue that service in wisdom, in grace, and most importantly, full of joy. Because science tells us that chronic stress, like that stress that's found in everyday ministry where we're up at dawn and oftentimes going even until dusk, that type of stress can flood the body with cortisol and with IL-5 that raises the blood pressure, that brings on a host of sickness and disease that we may not be aware of or even feel the impact of it for many, many years. Thus, today, I would like to take a moment to help us to be able to recognize those small signals that our bodies may be sending us, that it's time to make sure that we care for the vessel that's caring for others. So the question becomes, how do we continue in ministry, fulfilling our calling without running ourselves down? This is where CBCT comes in, cognitively based compassion training. This is a course that I've been certified in for the last couple of years through Emory University, a research-based program where, again, faith meets neuroscience to help us reduce the stress or the emotional exhaustion, reconnect with joy and purpose, and respond with wisdom instead of reactivity. It isn't about stepping away from ministry, it's about cultivating a capacity to minister from a full, peaceful place within, in metronomic synchronicity with God's will and with His purpose. The Compassion Center exists to help people come into metronomic synchronicity with God, that sacred rhythm, in pace with God's purpose and plan for ordaining your ministry, so that you are aligned and taking one step at a time in alignment with the plan and purposes of God, so that when you're grounded in compassion, your nervous system learns to rest rather than to react. When you're centered in compassion, your emotions settle into clarity and presence. And when you remember that the most important person is you, you give yourself permission to receive nurturance, so that what comes out of you is this love that God intended, transforming stress into sacred strength. When I began this recording, I said I wanted to offer a first fruit offering in 2026. My vision is to offer CBCT to AACML as a structured cohort experience for ministers and leaders, creating a safe space, a supportive space to restore inner balance, deepen compassion, and strengthen long-term sustainability in ministry. This same CBCT course is offered at Emory University right now at $500 per person. So I want to offer it as a charity that begins at home for our ministers and leaders at a deeply discounted rate of only $200 per person. This course is slated to start in February next month, and you can make your payments up till then in any increment that you would like. Full payments must be received by the time that we start. You can make payments either by Cash App, $compassion, the number 2. Or you can make payments via Zelle at 404-984-5952. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, I am Chief Apostle-elect, Dr. Belinda Douglas, and I really would like to see, it is my heart's desire to see all ministers thriving and serving from a place of peace and purpose. Thank you for listening. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
I'm grounded in compassion, centered in compassion, 'cause the most important person is me.